It's time to rise and shine and get your morning started with Alabama's award-winning morning show.
We have hit the motherlode.
Hey, it's morning time.
Broadcasting live from high atop Alabama's beautiful Sand Mountain.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
I listen to you guys every day, every hour, all the time.
Keep it here and listen for this.
Please welcome your hosts, Barry.
You probably won't believe this, but I was bullied in high school for being too handsome.
I don't believe you.
You're right. It was for setting my crotch on fire in shop class.
And Holly.
The English language cannot fully capture the depth and complexity of my thoughts, so I'm incorporating emoji into my speech to better express myself. Winky face.
Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Good morning at 6:06. It's another foggy day. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Winky face.
Yeah. Had a lot of emojis yesterday. The thing we were doing with our Facebook Live.
Yeah, we did. We have a winner.
We do. And it's Bradley Williams. Bradley is one of the winners. We have two winners.
Yeah, we have two winners.
So, Bradley, thank you for joining us and coming on our podcast. And the other winner, I think you may have the other name. I don't have
Kendra Godinez.
Kendra?
Yeah.
So we'll be getting you both the T-shirts, so congratulations to you. Mm-hmm. And we are Facebook Live again this morning if you'd like to join us. And there's people already waiting.
Yeah, we got people live. We got about 20 people live. If you want to join us, just join us on WQSB Facebook page.
And you can see what we do inside the studio, which is not much, but it's a living.
Yeah.
Pays the bills.
It does.
Yeah, people were asking, so how did the energy drink go for you yesterday?
It backfired on me.
Did it?
Yeah, so I chugged it instead of sipping it, and I think my heart went into overdrive.
Oh.
And I felt bad all day.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were the way my desk is set up, it's across just a little corner, and there's a copy room.
Yeah.
And you were in there, and I was saying, Barry.
Yeah.
And you couldn't hear me, and I said, Barry Galloway.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. And I said, you got to bring me something to eat now. I feel weak. And I think it was I didn't eat any breakfast.
Ooh.
And then I drank an energy drink.
Yeah.
And I know that they're so bad for you.
Yes.
But I wake up at 3:30. Except for this morning.
Yeah.
I woke up at 4:30.
And you overslept.
I overslept. I didn't mean to.
So your last 2 days are getting off to crazy starts.
Yep.
Yesterday you were so stressed out over the Facebook Live, and today you overslept.
Yeah. Yeah. I literally cried. I don't know what it was yesterday. I don't know if it was the energy drink or what, but I went to bed at 7:00 and took a 2-hour nap too. I don't know.
Well, I walked back to your desk yesterday, and you were sitting there, and I said, Ted, I think Holly's dead. I said, I think we've lost her. Because you were sitting there, leaned back, and you were just staring at the doorknob.
Yeah, you said, you look like you've been run over by a truck. And I said, thank you so much. That's what every woman wants to hear.
But you said, I actually feel like I've been running 10 miles, and I crashed.
Yeah, so I've got my energy drink this morning.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful.
I got to be careful. I got to slow it down.
They are not good for you, but I know they give you a little boost. But that's why I cannot drink any.
No, they're not. They're not good for you at all.
No.
There's nothing beneficial about them.
No, they do have vitamins, but so do one-a-days.
Yeah. I don't know.
So what flavor do you have today?
I have breezeberry, and it's really good.
Okay, so what's your game plan today? How are you going to not crash today? What are you going to do?
I'm going to ease into it like you would on a first date.
Okay.
I'm gonna date my energy drink today. First, I'm gonna woo it. I'm gonna give it a little.
You gonna take it to the movie?
I'm gonna give it a little attention.
Yeah.
Just not enough to make it want more.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take little sips. Like the guy calling you up every once in a while.
Sure.
And then I'm going to take my time like you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna date it.
So at the end of the drink, you're gonna give it a little peck on the tab, or what?
I might.
Okay.
It depends on how it treats me today. I might crumble it up and trash it.
If it does like the one yesterday did, you kicked you to the curb and just used you and abused you and kicked you out.
Yeah. Well, hey, people on our Facebook page are wondering where Spider-Man, the lemur, and the chicken went.
I didn't even notice.
They did.
They were gone.
They did. So they made us clean it up. The other host made us clean our mess up.
Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's so picky.
Well, he just
We've got to have a long talk with Mike.
He just likes a clean space.
Well, he's cleaning in here all the time. And he's so clean.
I know.
Which we're not dirty or anything, but we had our stuff, and all we have in here now is our St. Jude, which is good.
Yeah,
but the other stuff is gone. But we'll go find some more stuff in a few minutes. How's that?
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can throw some stuff. If y'all are missing that, I will put that back in here for y'all.
She'll pick out unusual stuff every day from her desk and put it in here. You can bring in the Rolodex if you want to. I don't care.
Oh, the Rolodex.
Yeah. No, but getting serious, be careful. A lot of fog again this morning. Very thick. Dense fog advisory on your way into work and school. Be careful. It's going to be a beautiful day. Mostly sunny. A little more humid. 82. We'll look at the low 80s all week this week and lows in the low 60s. So as far as rain, you might see just a pop-up shower, a sprinkle or two. Probably not today, but maybe on Friday, and that is about it.
How'd you know?
Things you need to know today, already the second day of October, Wednesday, October the 2nd. So what special day is today?
Today is National Noodle Day.
Yes, National Noodle Day.
Noodles.
That's it? That's all we got?
Yeah, that's all we got.
You go from Taco Day to National Noodle Day.
Which we celebrated.
Yes.
So should we celebrate with some ramen?
No.
Did your kids like ramen?
My kids loved ramen. Reagan still does.
I still do too.
She liked the hotter the ramen, the better. The hotter some of those hot soups.
Yeah.
I tried to tell her, Reagan, you had gallbladder surgery a few months ago.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that those ramen soups ate your gallbladder up.
Probably. I would say probably so.
Because about every soup she has is like when it says on the box, like extremely hot.
Yeah, she like the hotter the better.
Yeah, it could kill your gallbladder. I think it says on one of them, and sure enough, it did.
Gallbladder killer.
But no, the hotter the better. She likes them. But I've tasted some of them. They're okay.
Oh, I love them.
Every now and then.
Okay, there's two types of ramen noodle eaters.
Yeah.
Do you leave the water and soup in, or do you drain the noodles and put the seasoning on your noodles?
Well, for Reed, when he was here, him and Reagan had so many fights, he would eat the noodles and pour the soup out.
That's what I did.
Oh, she'd get, because she's like me. She don't waste anything.
Yeah. See,
And
I
it'll
pour
make
the
her
water
furious.
out. Yeah, I pour the water out. I don't leave it as soup.
And she'd come tell me, Dad, Reed wasted a ramen noodle again. I'm so sorry, Reagan. I'll have a talk with him.
Yeah. Answer us on our Facebook Live and let us know. So ramen noodles have been, they were invented.
One more, is it ramen or ramen?
Oh, I don't know. What did I say?
I mean, I've heard both.
What did I
Seriously.
say?
Well,
Ramen.
I've heard both.
Ramen. I
Ramen
think
and
I
ramen.
actually say both.
Yeah.
I don't know. Noodles have been around for over 4,000 years. I do know that.
I didn't know that. So cavemen basically had them?
Yeah, basically.
So they go out and kill a dinosaur and put some T-Rex.
Noodles. Yeah.
T-Rex ramen.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting.
Ramen noodles were invented in 1958 in Japan.
Well,
I didn't know
thank you.
that they were made from Japan.
Well, thank
They
you,
came from
Japan.
Japan. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
And in some languages, ramen noodles means pulled noodles.
Whoa.
Pulled.
You could use that term in many ways.
Yeah, well, you sure
Yeah.
could, yeah.
Yeah, be careful with it.
ramen noodle soup is one of the best-selling soups in the world. But see, people are saying ramen. There's ramen and ramen. I don't know.
I don't know. Or both.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just call it pulled noodle. That sounds like.
Hey, Mom, can I have some of those pulled noodles tonight?
I'm going to take my pulled noodles and deliver
Go
and
home.
watch TV.
Yeah. M&M's is bringing back the Halloween Rescue Squad if you run out of candy on Halloween. If you have a candy emergency, visit mms.com/Halloween Rescue Squad after 5 p.m. on October 31st to find a bowl of M&M's near you. I wonder if that's going to be close to us too.
No, it's not. Here's the
didn't
deal.
think
So it's
so.
only
Okay.
the big cities. So they're
I
telling
figured.
us this lie because I called it last year and they said, you must travel to Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh my
You must
gosh.
travel to wherever. I said, no, I don't want M&M that bad.
No, I'll
it's a
just-
great idea what they're
Yeah.
doing, but are you one of those that a lot of people when they're on Halloween, they get tired of handing out candies, they put every bit of it on the porch and put, just take one or two pieces.
Just take one or two pieces. No, I love giving out the candy. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I love it. I love seeing the kids dressed up. And
Yeah.
I'm a lot more fun than you are.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I mean, I just wouldn't leave it out there.
Well, the old neighborhood was expensive I lived in. I didn't know that until the first night I was in town, and for Halloween they warned me. Better have a lot of candy. Better have a lot of candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought, I thought I had a lot of candy.
Yeah, but you lived over in like
Whispering Pines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's where you go.
I was only like 30 minutes into Halloween, and I had no candy. I'm serious. They wiped me out. I thought I had plenty of candy.
Did you have to turn your porch light off?
No, it didn't matter.
Oh,
they'd
they
come
came
right
up
to the
anyway?
back door and say, well, no, you're in there. Come on, you cheap radio guy.
Give us your Snickers.
So I gave them like crackers I got from the restaurants, the salad crackers.
Oh, yeah.
I gave them straws. I gave them cans of soup. I even cooked soup and ladled it into there. That's when
wow.
that's when they quit coming.
You ladled the soup in
Don't go to that guy's house. He'll put soup in your bucket. So they quit.
Yeah.
But it got ugly. It turned on me.
Oh, Lord.
They got pitchforks and came after me and burnt my house.
Well, it is Halloween.
It was tough.
Well, yesterday, I got to tell you this story.
Okay.
I bought a treadmill and a Fitbit to help me get into shape.
Hey, way to go.
I know.
Way to go.
I've been really trying to work on it.
Proud of you.
Within 5 minutes, though, my bank called and asked me if my card was stolen. They were like, wait a minute, this is not like her.
That's low. You're usually buying buffets, but now you're buying this stuff.
Yeah,
Somebody got your card. Yeah, it's 616.
WQSB. Mornings with Barry and Holly.
Since you've been gone, and we won't get into the debate last night, which it was on. I watched a little bit of it, but man, I was tired too. I don't know. I had a hard workout, like a 4-hour workout. Or something.
Wow!
Well,
At
no,
the
but
gym?
seriously, no, I was tired, but we don't really get into the politics here because that's the quickest way to get into trouble.
Yes, we
Politics,
don't want to step on
religion,
anybody's toes.
Things like that.
Yeah.
But from what I read, well, I won't even get into that. But it's over from last night. There may be a second one I read this morning. I don't know. So that was a thing last night, and then still the hurricane. We were talking about in the control room yesterday. They were talking about it is so bad in parts of Carolina. They're having to use pack mules to deliver supplies and goods to some of the people that the roads are just gone. And there's no way to get to them.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
I've never seen destruction quite like this as far as towns that had nothing to do with the hurricane itself. They weren't even around the coast.
No, you haven't seen destruction like this because Hurricane Helene now ranks as the 4th deadliest U.S. storm in the past 2 decades.
Horrible.
It unleashed 40 trillion gallons of water, and it's claimed at least 152 lives across 6 states.
I wonder how they get that number, 40 trillion. I wonder
40
how.
I don't know.
That's a math thing. See, that's where I'm at on this stuff.
Yeah.
I leave it to the guys who actually are good at math, but that is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That much water was dropped from the Gulf all the way through the Carolinas.
Yeah, that's just
Unbelievable.
crazy.
Yeah.
And CVS Health revealed plans to lay off almost 3,000 employees to reduce costs, focusing on corporate roles.
I'll be honest, I thought they'd already laid everybody off.
There's nobody ever
Last
in
time
there.
I went in there was one guy back there putting up perfume on the perfume shelf, and that was it.
And did he have to come around and check you
Had
out?
to ring the little bell. Ding, 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 ding. That's got to be a tough job. You're back there stocking shelves, and somebody's dinging the dinger.
I know.
Yeah.
You never want anybody dinging the dinger when you're stocking shelves.
Not when you're working.
No, not when you're working.
At least wait till you get home.
And this one makes me mad.
Mm-hmm.
A Texas man bought a Taylor Swift inspired guitar for $4,000 at auction. Quit laughing.
No, this is gonna hurt. This hurts you.
It hurt.
I ask you a question.
He bought it for $4,000.
Yeah.
And he destroyed it with a hammer.
That's awful.
The event was part of the annual Ellis County Wild Game Dinner fundraiser, but he took that guitar and completely smashed it.
At least the money went to a good cause, to a charity, but he said he was upset with her beliefs. And he bought... Why don't you... He gave it to a good cause, that's true. But why didn't you just give him the money and just let somebody else have the guitar that really wanted the guitar?
And not smash it.
No. Just go ahead and give him the money.
Yeah.
And let somebody else get the guitar that wanted the guitar.
Yeah.
Maybe to take home and keep.
I don't know, man.
I don't understand people.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And the company that makes Tupperware has officially filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, no.
Yep. I was going to give you more details, but station management told me to put a lid on it.
Well, I'm going to go there and burp you, and we'll get the information out of you. All right, 6:31.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
Good story, good feel-good story here. How about the dad? Speaking of the storm, the father of the bride, his name is David Jones. He walked 17 miles to make his daughter's wedding.
Aww.
He walked from part of South Carolina He set out from South Carolina to Tennessee on Friday to find that Hurricane Helene had made Interstate 26 impassable. So he decided to complete the journey on foot because he said, I've got to be there. This is her big day.
Yeah.
And there was no other way he could have got there.
Yeah.
So he began walking. He's a former marathon runner. He made it to the wedding by going through roads that were covered with debris, very dangerous. Luckily, at one point, a motorist picked him up and helped him get the remainder of the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like my dad would do that for me.
I bet he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. So he had a little bit of preparation because he was a former marathon runner.
Right.
And then he walked 17 miles. So like from where we're at in the studio, where would 17 miles be?
Roughly maybe Gadsden, just a rough guess around Gadsden, walking from here to Gadsden.
I would definitely do that for my child.
Yeah. You doggone right. Mm-hmm. But think of all the stuff he probably had to walk through. Because you're talking about the destruction, trees down, power lines down, probably still raining hard, pouring down, and flooding, water everywhere, and he still
made it.
Made it.
Yeah. Good job, Dad.
Had to be special for the daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right, 6:43.
Barry and Holli on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
But first, Holly's pile of stories, and I'm excited about this. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame big ceremony is coming up, and you're telling me there's some country stars who will be there?
Yeah, Keith Urban, Jelly Roll, Kenny Chesney will be performing during the ceremony in honor of the inductees.
Cool.
Chesney and
Shane McAnally.
I don't know him.
Or Mac McNally, I'm sorry.
Okay. He said that, or they said that they're going to join James Taylor in a musical tribute to Jimmy Buffett.
Isn't he one of your favorites?
Yeah, James Taylor. Oh, yeah.
So a Jimmy Buffett tribute, that's a good choice.
Yes.
Good choice.
Yep. And Keith Urban will be performing alongside The Who frontman Roger Daltrey.
Oh, wow.
In honor of Peter Frampton.
That's got to be cool for Urban.
Cool.
With the Who guitar man, or the lead singer rather, playing with him.
Yeah, and then Jelly Roll will also be performing.
Good.
The ceremony is going to be on Saturday, October 19th, and will stream on Disney+.
Got to watch that.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Got to watch that, yeah.
And then, did you watch the 50th season premiere of Saturday Night Live?
I told you, you go back and watch some of the highlights.
I did.
The beginning, they nailed all the political impressions.
It was so funny. It was so funny. It drew in 5.3 million live viewers, which is the best opening for the show since 2020.
I agree.
But it was a lot funnier. Like it was a lot more clever.
The skits were better.
Yeah, the skits were better.
And the news segment when they brought in the little pygmy hippo Mooding.
Oh my gosh, Mooding. That was so funny.
It was good.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
And then John Amos, the actor known for his roles as the dad in TV's Good Times.
I know this was before your time, but I remember watching the reruns. Had one of the best theme songs, and here's the...
Yeah.
But he passed away?
Yeah, he passed away at the age of 84 in Los Angeles due to natural causes, is what they say.
I remember him from the Coming to America movie with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
He was a good actor.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And then Scream 7 is set for release on February. Why are they doing it in February?
I don't know. Well, they had a delay in filming it because, remember, they fired, like, the star, the girl who's been in the last two.
Yeah.
She expressed some of her political beliefs, came out really, and they said, you need to hold it down here, and she didn't, and they said, okay, we're going to fire you, and they did. So they had to go back and rewrite the entire script, and they were able to get Neve Campbell to agree to come be in this one. And they got the Kevin Williamson, who is the original director, the guy who started all the Scream. He's going to be behind this. So she said, if he comes back, I'll come back. My guess is this may be her last one to go out with a...
Well, I mean, we're already...
Can't go with the bang because they use a knife, so whatever.
Go with the
but
slice.
I love the Scream movies.
Yeah, but 7 of them?
Yeah, but the first 2 were really good.
Yeah.
Third one, it was weak. But then when they reimagined it back a couple of Screams ago, like 5 and 6, those were really good when they went to New York.
Well, it's set to release on February 27th of 2026.
I'll be there.
Okay.
It's going to be good. All right, birthdays are next.
WQSB, Mornings with Barry and Holli.
Aye, Captain! I can't hear you!
SpongeBob. So what about you? The kids growing up, were they SpongeBob fans?
I was a SpongeBob fan. Like, I would try to force them to watch SpongeBob because I like to watch SpongeBob.
Yeah, I didn't have to. The kids would watch, and I would hear it, and I would go sit down and end up watching it with them.
Yeah, I know.
The humor's to where the adults could enjoy it, too, for the most part.
Yeah. Mayor liked it. Harlow didn't. So I was all about it when Mayor watched it.
Yeah, so we talk about this because it's been, 25 years?
Yeah, since 1999.
Yeah, it's still on, still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
And the episodes, it hasn't lost anything, I think. Some of the episodes are good. Some shows get bad as they go on, but this show is still doing well. And there's actually a SpongeBob-themed resort you can take the kids to. If you don't mind going to Turkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a Nickelodeon theme park, and it's, you can go to Land of the Legends and look at more of this, but they have a SpongeBob themed resort.
Ooh.
You can spend a night in Bikini Bottom.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So you can spend a night in Bikini Bottom, and I asked you, are you ready to go there? And you said,
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
and you say that you know somebody who's been there.
Like once I met this guy
Yeah.
who knew this guy, 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 who knew this guy's cousin.
Who had been.
Are there any more SpongeBob
That's
that
all
you
I've
want to
got.
play?
I'm sorry,
Okay,
that's all I've
right,
got.
all right.
No, but it opens up coming up in just a few months, and it's got SpongeBob stuff. It has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's got a lot of Nickelodeon stuff. So if you want to go, you can see pictures. Look at the pictures on our Facebook page. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I would like that. The
Yeah,
kids will like that.
I would think I'd like that too.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Mornings, come on, man. Story. I'm looking at the pictures on our Facebook page, and I'm just having to shake my head.
Yeah.
Why? Who thought of this, and why would you think of this?
I don't know.
Okay, pretty much everybody's had a mouse or a rat in their house at some point.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
And pretty much everybody's had one that was dead in their house.
Yes.
Never once have I walked over looking at a dead mouse and say, I should take you and have you stuffed, take it to a taxidermy, and then pose you as a showgirl, a dancing showgirl. A lady has done just that, and she's making a killing doing this, taking dead rats, mice, whatever,
Yeah.
and they stuff them and put them in certain poses as if they're actually dancing.
I think they're cute. I do. I think they're cute.
But it's a dead mouse.
I know, but they're so cute.
Now, what is rat bigger than just rat's is
Rat's
roughly
bigger.
a big mouse?
Yeah.
So look at the picture here. There's
Okay.
one. It's a describe one. The white one with the green. It's in the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay, so she has feathers behind her. She has little booby covers.
She does, or like where her bra, her bikini top would be, or top would
All
be.
6 of them.
She.
Yeah.
That is funny. That is funny because mice have, I guess, 6. So she had to.
Yeah. Yeah, and she has fake lashes put on them.
Yes.
And they look very
This is weird.
this weird. I don't have any words for this.
Her name is Caitlin Hill, and she said that she had just had a feeling this would be big, so she teamed up with a taxidermy place, and this is in Texas, by the way.
Oh.
And they send them back to her in these poses, then she decorates them and dresses them up like burlesque performers and dancers.
I just really like the nipple covers.
It's $185 to get one of these.
What?
Yeah.
No.
And it only cost her she said about $5 for the taxidermy, what he charges. Then she buys these little costumes, which got to be dirt cheap.
Yeah.
She's making a killing off of dead mice.
I wonder if she catches them in her own house and she's just like, yes, another one.
She says,
Time to
according to
send it
her,
off.
there's a company, let me find this, it's in the story. If you want to read the story, it's on her Facebook page. She says there's a company that catches these for her, and they charge her about $5 each.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And she's selling these to people all across the country. Why would you want one of these in your house?
You know, let me tell you about people.
Yeah.
There's a certain kind of weird for everybody.
Yeah.
And this is just somebody's weird that
That's
they
true.
like. Don't judge them for it.
If you walked into somebody's house and on display as you walk in the front door, like on their table where the keys go, whatever that table is called,
Yeah.
there's 3 mice dressed up as burlesque dancers
Yeah.
posing. What would you think?
Well, first I would take a picture of it for
Yeah.
my Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I would be like, hey, girl, where'd you get these burlesque mice?
No, that's when I get a fake phone call from family who's had an emergency.
You got to
I
go.
am so sorry, I got to go. My daughter's had a flat tire. I've got to go.
See, I'm different. I would stick around and be like, what's this about? How'd you get this done?
I'd be afraid she's got something in the basement that she does that to humans.
Yeah. But what about the people buying them? Like, what about, she says she makes a lot of money off of
Yeah.
this. There's people that want these.
I could see that being a good dirty Santa gift.
It would be a good dirty Santa gift.
What if you open that?
Yeah, but I'm not paying $200 for one.
Nope, I'm not.
Nope.
Yeah, if you
Out
want to
on
see
that.
the pictures, look at our Facebook page. It's weird at 7:40.
WQSB. Mornings with Barry and Holly.
Do not let her down like you did with the jokes, the knock-knock
I'm
jokes.
not going to let her down.
What have you got today?
Okay, in the U.S. each year, 4,500 people injure themselves using pencils.
Pencils?
Pencils.
Oh.
I don't know that I've used a pencil in a long time.
I know, we don't really use pencils anymore. Here's a pencil. Look.
I think maybe as a child.
And it's an old school pencil.
What number is that, by the way?
Probably number 2.
What happened to number 1?
I don't know. You don't want to
phased
know.
it out. They phased it
you don't
out.
want to know.
What number 2 to be?
It's a very controversial story.
I want to know. That's what Dateline should cover. What happened to the number 1 pencil?
They did.
'Cause
They
number
covered
2,
it.
it's always in school. Get out your number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
But what number 1? That poor number 1.
It has to do with true crime. You
It
don't
must have
wanna
really
know.
stunk it up.
Yeah.
True crime.
Yeah. But you know what I used to do when this is just like a little side note, but
Okay.
with mechanical pencils in school, I used to click them out all the way.
I could see that.
And then hold it down and be like, oh, look, it's going in my skin. Like giving myself a fake shot.
There's where the accidents come in, Holly.
Yeah.
And how do people get injured with these? What are they doing? Did they leave them in their pocket and bend
Sit
over
on
and
it? I don't
it
know.
sticks in their boob? What happens? I mean, how did you get injured with a pencil?
And your little rat.
I'm trying to think. I would think more kids would injure themselves with pencils.
Yeah.
Teachers?
Probably running with pencils for real.
Yeah.
Probably running with them. Because Mama always said, don't run with pencils, don't run with scissors.
True.
You know.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
Good guess.
45% of Americans lie when they go to the doctor.
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
I know it's stupid because you go in there to be
Help.
feel better. Then he says, "How you feeling?" "Oh, I'm feeling good."
Yeah.
Then why are you here?
Yeah. I lie.
Well,
Yeah.
my throat's all red and scratchy and inflamed.
Yeah.
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 Well, when they ask me, like, do you know how much you weigh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I weigh 104.
104. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do. I lie.
And then they're like, okay, pretty girl, come step on the scale.
I'm convinced those scales are wrong because it never matches mine at home.
No, you're always heavier at the doctor, aren't
Yes.
you?
They're just not calibrated correctly.
Okay, because I'm always like 10 pounds heavier
Yeah.
at the doctor than I am at home. And that does a lot to my self-esteem.
I think they want you to be fatter so they can say, "Okay, well, let me help you. Here,
Yeah.
You take this and do this and do this."
Have you ever thought about Ozempic?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Only 1% of this food that's sold in the U.S. each year is actually eaten. Can you take a guess?
1%.
Only 1% is eaten.
And it's sold, and they sell millions of these every year.
Millions, especially in the fall.
Right around now. Only 1% are actually eaten. We do other things with them. That's why they're so popular. This is a good trivia question.
This is good.
Pumpkins.
I was thinking pumpkins, but I was like, no, everybody
Think
loves
about
pumpkin spice this and pumpkin spice
Yeah,
But when you
pies
buy
and
one,
But
you don't
you don't eat
actually
it.
cut it open to eat it.
No.
just carve it.
You use it and decorate with it.
We talked about this last week because we had talked about something about pumpkin pie, and I asked what pumpkin pie was made out of because it's so hard inside. Like
Yeah.
you got all the goop and the seeds.
That's nasty,
That's
too.
that's nasty.
Yeah.
Does that go in the pie? Surely not.
I would say no.
I would say no.
Not all of it.
So then, what do? Just carve out the sides
I
and
guess.
bake it into a pie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably mix it with some other things, like maybe condensed milk or something.
Yeah.
To blend it to make not like a paste, but
Yeah.
like
Puree.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we love pumpkin pie, then why is only 1% of this food eaten?
Don't
You know?
That stumped me. No,
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know.
There you go. I don't know.
Yeah. When have you ever bought one just to take it home and eat it?
Never in my
Never.
life.
No,
Never.
me either.
No.
Tell you what's even sadder about Holly? You have a pumpkin. When's the last time you checked on it?
I had a pumpkin that
Had.
started growing in July,
Had a pumpkin.
and the storms came, and I don't know if it's rotten or not. It may be rotten, but if it's not, I'm going to bring it up here
Oh.
and
Okay.
decorate with it.
Okay.
My one pumpkin.
So you've not checked on your pumpkin in a while.
I haven't checked on it in a while.
Well, I'm proud of you for growing a pumpkin.
I did. I grew a pumpkin. It's white. It's so cute.
Cool.
Yeah. It's one of those flat ones that you can stack.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
My pumpkin.
All right.
I will.
Green
By the way,
thumb.
they're asking on Facebook why they can't hear Rachel. We're still working on that microphone.
Yes. The mic is not set up yet.
Yeah, there's a part that's coming in.
Yep, we have ordered parts, and we're waiting on them to come in. And once we get those in, Rachel's mic will be connected.
Hopefully, it'll be by Monday
Yeah.
next week.
Awesome.
We should have the parts, everything in by Friday.
Yeah,
They're
so-
like they're stuck at one of those ports where they're striking right now. Seriously,
I know.
we don't know.
I know. So you can hear her on air on the radio and on the podcast, but you just can't hear her on Facebook.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she was amazing this morning, too. Good
Yes,
job,
she
Rachel.
was. Good job.
All right, thanks,
Good
Rachel.
job.
7:56.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
I love like when the underdogs they can win because who saw this coming in this race? Got to have some Rocky music.
Yeah.
But it's a marathon race. And it happened in, is it Newfoundland, I think? Newfoundland?
You say it like Newfoundland.
Okay, Newfoundland? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I know. It's weird.
I'm
just say
saying
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah, just say it.
In that Newfoundland, a goat. Okay, all the marathon runners are doing their thing.
Yeah.
Then out of nowhere, they run past this goat. The goat decides to join in on the race. It's a goat that kind of hangs out in the area. People know it as Mr. Joshua. It's like a friendly goat. They love it. They feed it. They take care of it.
Aww.
As they ran past this pumpkin patch where Mr. Joshua kind of lives, he saw them, decided, hey, I'm going to do this too. And the goat took off running and joined them. People were loving it, and it says 4 kilometers, which is roughly 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
The goat ran 2.5 miles. Its owner finally caught up with it and then helped it slow down and walked him the rest of the way to cross the finish line.
So not only did the goat run 2.5 miles, the owner of the goat had to also
ran a mile or two because I had to catch him.
Yeah.
Finally caught him, and then they loved the goat so much that they put a medal around its neck for finishing. Well, it didn't run the complete marathon, but far enough. And people were wanting their picture made with the goat at the end of the race, at the finish line.
Would you not?
Yes, Mr. Joshua is now a celebrity.
I would love that. You can see a picture of him on our Facebook page. He's so cute.
That is a great picture. That is a great story. Could look at him there. He is so happy. He has no clue what he did. But you imagine the guys running. They've been training this for years, and there's a goat running right with them. Out of breath? Nope.
Go, Joshua, go.
So they really have the goat now. The goat is now famous in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
The mayor says he's quite the star. People are coming around wanting their picture made with Mr. Joshua.
Way to go, Josh.
I love it. Yeah, it's 8:13. Some country news coming up.
Barry and Holly on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
WQSB's country music news. Well, the big Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony is coming up, and we mention this because there will be a lot of country music stars there. Keith Urban, Jelly Roll, and Kenny Chesney will all be there performing. Now, Chesney and Mac McAnally will join James Taylor in a musical tribute to Jimmy Buffett. Now, he wasn't inducted into this year's Hall of Fame, but they are giving him like a special induction since he passed away, and I think he deserves it, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So they're going to perform a song or a couple of songs. Keith Urban's going to perform alongside the Who frontman Roger Daltrey. They're honoring Peter Frampton, who will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jelly Roll, they're not saying what he's going to sing yet. He'll be singing something. The ceremony is going to take place in Cleveland, Saturday, October 19th. You can watch it on Disney+.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, Rascal Flatts are heading out on tour in 2025 for the first time since the group announced they were going on hiatus back in 2020. The Life is a Highway tour will celebrate the band's 25th anniversary. They're going to have 21 shows. They're also going to be joined by Lauren, Elena, and Chris Lane for the entire tour. And the closest place to us is March 20th at Huntsville at the Von Braun, used to be Civic Center, but it's Von Braun Center.
I'm glad they're doing this because they had to cancel. I believe it was the Huntsville show because when COVID hit, they were doing their farewell tour and they had to cancel a lot of the shows.
Yeah,
So I think they're trying to make up to the shows they canceled and then doing some more.
Love that.
So I think that's one of those. So yeah, we'd love to go see them. Speaking of Jelly Roll earlier, here's Jelly Roll and I Am Not Okay on WQSB. Morning's crime story. Now, this is bizarre. We were talking about this off the air. I don't understand certain people. There's a man who's been arrested for hiding under women's vehicles at a car wash just to look at their feet.
Okay.
That's what he told them.
Are they driving Fred Flintstone cars? I mean, how is he getting a view of their
Here's
feet?
what he was doing.
Okay.
The women would go through the car wash, pull over to do the vacuuming. He would then be nearby, run over, and slide under the vehicle while they're vacuuming. Because if you're down there in the floorboard vacuuming, you don't notice what really is going on the other side. Then he would lay under there and watch their feet as they vacuum. Then it's time to pull out. He will slide back under, and off he goes. He did this 2 or 3 times. Finally, somebody saw him doing it.
Oh, my God.
That's when they got the manager. And the manager called the police. And the police arrested the guy.
So what would the charges be? I mean, I know you can't do that, but, like, what are the charges?
I don't know what he was doing. Does it say in the story? I haven't really looked that far because I just
no.
thrown for a loop.
It doesn't. It doesn't
Okay,
say
he's
why.
charged with voyeurism and disorderly conduct.
Okay. Voyeurism.
Yeah. But he never touched them, but he was under the vehicles, mainly SUVs. I would hope so.
So I have a, not an irrational fear, but I have I get so uncomfortable when I have to vacuum my car out at the car wash because you literally cannot hear anything. So you can't hear somebody sneak up behind you. And I always feel like somebody's going to get me. They're going to snatch me. Yeah. But I don't want anybody looking at my feet either. Don't look at my feet.
I've never understood. There are men in the world who think that's
attractive. They love feet.
Feet.
Yeah.
We've had stories of men breaking into homes, and they break in, and they pull the covers back just to look at their feet.
Yeah.
And off they go.
There's a certain weird for everybody.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to tell them when they go to jail, they're going to get more than just feet to look at. In the meantime, morning's animal story. Imagine being on a plane, which you used to fly a lot, and somebody brings in a carry-on, and they put it up above you, say right above you in the seat, and all of a sudden, during the flight, a 10-foot python comes crawling out of the carry-on, out of the overhead bin, down upon you. What would you do?
That would be very weird. I would make sure that it wasn't the nerve medicine that I took before I took the flight.
That you weren't imagining it.
Yeah,
snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane.
It happened. Almost happened. Uzbekistan is where this happened. Somebody was trying to go through security with a 10-foot Burmese python in his carry-on luggage.
Why?
He thought they wouldn't check exactly what was in there. But I guess maybe when he set it down, it began moving.
Yeah, squirming.
Squirming. So they opened it, and you can see the picture. It's a massive albino Burmese python they were trying to smuggle in the carry-on.
Oh, my gosh. And so they put it up top, and it just slithered out?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so they had to take it away from the guy.
Yeah.
The man was promptly arrested. Don't know where the python went. But
what do you get arrested for?
Well, he was illegally carrying it, trying to smuggle it onto a flight.
But where in the rules does it say no Burmese python?
I don't know if it says that, but you have to, I guess, declare what you're carrying on, kind of tell them what's in there.
Yeah.
Then I guess when they see it moving, they have to check and see if you're telling the truth. I'm sure he didn't say, it's a 10-foot Burmese python.
Yeah. Beth Garman says, just give me a parachute.
Yeah. I feel bad for the python. Because, here it is. Its dream is coming true. It's finally going to fly on an airplane. It's finally going to fly.
I'm getting out of here, everybody.
And then they stop him at the security gate. I can imagine the python being on the plane, sitting there, and this flight attendants coming by. So, would you like steak, chicken? No, I'll just have seat 4A. I'm going to eat him. I'm just going to eat him. Bring him over here. That's all I need. And bring me some water, too, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably be like Beth. I'd jump out of the plane.
Yep. Don't need a parachute. I'm gone. Beats the alternative of being eaten by a python or whatever. It's 8:41.
Mornings with Barry and Holli here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.